Okay. Uh, so first in English, then in Romanian. Uh, Over here, like I was born in this small town. This is where I was born. Okay. Can you see me? You should be able to see me. This is where I was born in Câmpina. This is in the Prahova County. All right. So Intel tells me that I grew up like my grandparents' house were was somewhere around here. Wait, not here. Maybe it finds the location. Okay. Yep, this is the bridge. So this bridge is near the house where sometimes I grew up in. Like during the summer holidays, I didn't like. I was born here. There, then I moved to Galați County, Romania. Because over here in this town there was like uh, a factory that fabricated ammunition for the army, and the factory closed down because the communists left our country. Then the gypsies started to disassemble the factory and sell it into like old rusty metal stuff, a cheap metal, which from what I understand ends up in Turkey being used in for the same purpose or in similar countries. All right, let's see if I can see. So we got the bridge somewhere around here. I just showed the bridge. Okay, this is the bridge. On the other side, I won't go. Like it might be this house or this. So as you cross the bridge, go this way. We used to play badminton over here. So they probably built something on top because, or I don't think they renovated it. Come on, this is the bridge. Cross to here. Over here, you go. I think it's like my cousins are debating in court who's gonna get the house because my uncle died. Uh, his wife, he had two wives. Like he wasn't a Muslim, but he divorced one wife. He got remarried, and with the second wife got had another child. So they're debating like in court who gets ownership of the house of the property. But something's happening. Like I think they built something over here, and this is the house. Okay, yeah, okay. Now I can distinguish it. As you go over here, this is like the gate. This was my neighbor's. This was my neighbor's as well. And this house in the back is where my grandparents used to live, like my mom's parents. You know, and sometimes during the summer holidays, I used to come here, and they would take care of me like during spring break. You know, so yeah. Some people say that over here is like a heaven mouth, like a portal, some interdimensional portal shit. But over here, as you cross the bridge, you go on top. I should actually restart this, and I should mention this at the end. You know, yeah. But nah, no, I'll just fuck it. We'll do it. We're doing it live. Okay, yeah. So continuing from where I left off. Where is it? Okay, so over here, as you cross the bridge, this is DN1, DN1, Drumul Național, like the national road number one. You see this marker over here. This is what it stands for, National Road number one. Okay, uh, as you cross over here, eventually they built this thing. There used to be a pedestrian crossing, but loads of trucks used to circulate with high speed on this road. And I know like one of my neighbors from this area died on the because there is no traffic light, you know, telling the trucks or cars to stop over here. And one of my neighbors went across the street without looking left or right, and apparently one of the trucks had the speed was too high, too much, and it couldn't stop in time, and it hit her on the crossing, and she died. Then if you go, God rest her soul. Forgot to mention. So if as you go up the street over here, you got like this. This is not a street anymore. Did they turn this into a street? This is not a street. This is this is like a pathway. I don't know why it says over here street. I'm actually surprised that there's a name for Rake's bridge over here on Google Maps. You know. So as you go over here, you got like this is a hill. You know, the city over here is located on a hill. You know, like the maternity was where I was born at was somewhere around over here between the city and over here in this area, like towards the left. I don't know if it's being used anymore because like long time has passed since then. Uh, so at the base of this hill, you got this street that goes like this winding because it's pretty steep, it's pretty abrupt, it's a climb, it's at an angle, you know. And over here, as I said, I don't know why they're calling this a street because it's just some stairs that pedestrians use to walk. I mean, I used to walk up these stairs. I think they still do. I don't think cars can go this way because yeah, maybe they can are able to now. I haven't been there in a few years, to be honest. So yeah, Intel I got tells me about this location that the exit from this facility is somewhere over here. Okay, so in this area, like you go on this street, as you can see, it goes like this, and it exits over here. It has an intersection over here with I don't know which road, which pathway. Because of the trees, you cannot clearly see what's going on. Google Maps is also hiding some information because they're not allowed to show on satellite. The thing is, this has something to do with that video I did regarding army types. Okay, so the exit from the underground facility, one of the exits is over here. As you go from this small town to where I'm at right now, because as I zoom out from Romania, no, like above Romania, my parents moved from here. Come on, we got to here, okay? Because there were workplaces over here in the 90s after the ammunition factory closed over here. And then from here, about like in 2018, this house was ready for building. The construction of this house was ready. And in 2019, I think I moved in. Uh, like tested it. They started testing the grounds. Okay, so then we moved over here in Ryshnov, where I'm at right now. Now, between Ryshnov and this small town where I was born in, okay, because I was born like over here, right? I said the maternity, like the hospital place where babies get born, maternitata, I think should be somewhere around here in this area. Like the one I was born like back then. Uh, I'm not gonna mention the year I was born in, because then loads of gypsies are gonna appear. I was born in, and my name is Christian Victor Leonida. Okay, so as I was saying, between Rushnov, if you want to get from Rushnov, where I'm at right now, over here to where I was born, you gotta cross through the mountain. You know, through Valea Prahove. This DN1, the National Road 1, goes through here. Okay, and over here somewhere, like there, you got ski resort over here, ski resort over here. I think there's a small ski slope over here called I forgot the name of it. Okay, we got the ski resort over here in Poena Brashov as well. Now there's in the communist, in the times of the communists, over here at Paraul Rece, that's next to this ski resort called Predel, there was also a ski slope for students. Like students used to go there, but then it got like sort of abandoned. I don't know how many people live here, because the road that climbs from Predel, like towards Brurec, and then comes to Ryshnov, is like pretty straightforward. You don't know how many, like it's a small locality. You got like a hotel, a pension. Not a hotel, like a place you can sleep, but it's like a shittier hotel. You got this hotel over here. You know, I've never slept in any one of them. Okay, you got like small cabins. That's what pension means. The best I can translate it. So, as you climb from Ryshnov, from here, as you climb from here towards this place, somewhere you got the serpentines over here, like the all these curves. I think there's 14 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. Okay, it's just 12. Uh, so around, yeah, just two below 13. As you climb towards Paraul Rece from Ryshnov, not coming from Câmpina, not coming from the other, is coming from this side over here somewhere on the right. I don't know if it's the first road to the right or the second road towards the right. It might be this road over here. It's called the Street of the Kingdom. You know, somewhere on in this area, one of these roads leads to an entrance that's hidden with uh, a Faraday cage of considerable sizes, which opens up, because it's camouflaged with the forest on top, with the trees on top. And helicopters kind of go vanishing in this area and kind of appear at certain times. So this is another part of that. So the underground facility, the underground military facility, goes from, where's Rushnov again? Because I think I rotated the map. Okay, so I said the underground facility that I mentioned in army types. I think in this one I mentioned an underground facility underneath the area where I live. Expands not from just in this area, but also goes towards Paraul Rece. But they might not be connected over here. They might have a separate part of it, because the thing is, over here on the National Road 1, loads of trucks transporting earth uh, were moved. And as you go, you see all these not ledges. It's like the edge of a cliff, that have earth on the in their wall, and you wonder where's all the trees and shit like that. From the why hasn't anything grown in all this time? And I mentioned there have been, I've seen, like, told you I've been grew up at some point over here in Campina, and I've seen like loads of trucks going in and out. There's also a cement station over here next to this bridge. I don't know if Chirex has anything, the cement station has anything to do with this, what I'm talking about. But as I said, from the intel that I got, uh, the place where the helicopters go missing is somewhere around this area, and it's camouflaged with a huge Faraday cave. Okay, so as you climb from Ryshnov, not from this side, okay, it's somewhere on the right. It's a road that leads through to the right. Okay, and somewhere over here, and you can understand why the students ski slope where I don't know where on which side it was, because I told you in the communist times Uh, Over here, there used to be a ski slope for students that was abandoned. We got like at least two of them in this area that are not used anymore. Also, like the Bunlock Telescout in Sachele, like a bit around Brashov, and it's still in this area, right? Like a bit that way. Yeah. Okay. So as I said, the exit from this facility is at the bridge, like near the bridge. Gotta turn the over here. Okay, so it's a pretty big facility because it might take have to do with the tunnel. They're transporting the stolen cars. So Paraul Rece is over here. Come on. Okay, so this would be the way to drive. Paraul Rece is over here. So the helicopters go missing in and out over here, and the exit from the underground facility is somewhere around here. Okay, on the other side of the bridge, because this street there's also a street over here as you see, but over here there's a river called Prahova. Okay, this, and there's a bridge across this river, and over here is the national road, and as I said, over here as you go on climb the street, you got the hill, the stairs that climb toward the city, because over here this is Campina city, and on this side is like Poiana Campina village, so to call it. It's part of the municipality of Campina. All right. So over here in this area is the exit, one of the exits from this underground facility. The stolen car tunnel, the tunnel for stolen cars might have an exit over here. Okay. Um, is there anything else I want? Yeah. Uh, like gypsies have in Romania, this certificate compared to uh, like this. I have one of these. I got one of these. I don't have the new electronic stuff. um, and the AI says there is no legal document named certificate of life. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Over here there's a picture with it, the uh, identity act conforming with proof that's aware, making people aware that you were born alive and not like a dead infant that's born. Because over here in Romania, SRL, because it's pretty much a corporation, this country, and many people say that each country is like a corporation, a separate experiment, because you are born. When a baby is born, they say the water broke, the water breaks. So a baby is born through the water, and the law says like that any being that's born through the water, like when the water breaks and the baby is born, you become uh, a maritime Romanian good, because you're born in Romanian waters. So your property, so you get like this identity act. This is an example. I don't know, have no idea who this guy is. You got like these souverains. So gypsies don't really have one of these, and if they do have one of these, they have a sticker with this stuck on the back of this. So police, if the gypsy gets involved, like gets hurt or something like this, uh, the police doesn't get involved because he has this and he's responsible. He's not property of Romania. He's like an independent. It has something to do with international law. Okay, it has something to do with public international law. So police shouldn't regularly do not intervene. The ambulance doesn't intervene. Medics don't intervene to save the gypsy's life. So and there have been loads of people that like reach the conclusion that this is like a mafia state. So they try and get this. I went to the, and you should be able to, if you want to, get this sticker. You know what I'm saying? Your name over here, as you can see, is written like, it's not written in capitals. It's written in small letters. Like it's not, it's written like this with small letters. Okay, and this is just something that has to do with the at the hospital where at the maternity where babies are born. Usually they have something like a certificate like this that the hospital emits, generates, to say that the infant has, the baby is born alive and it's well, you know. And the parents are usually given the certificate, but in many cases, uh, like in most cases, for example, I don't know where my certificate is, so the state steals this certificate from you and gives you like the birth certificate, the regular birth certificate that's registered at the mayor's office, so on and so forth. And then when you reach the age of 14, or maybe they change the law, you get one of these. And from what I understand, they made new identity acts, like these are the old ones. They made like electronics from, why does it write specimen on this one with a microchip in these, you know? So yeah. Oh, Electronic Identity Act. Okay, implemented nationally from March 2025. So they encourage this kind of shit with the biometric data, fingerprints, of picture and stuff like that. Okay, but as I was saying, because I went away straight away from the subject, as you reach the stairs, I tried to get this certificate at some point. You know, I've been to my birthplace because I want to get this certificate, this sticker, because I reached the conclusion. Like I was crying on the street at some point in not in this town, in the other town in Galatz, in the Galatz County, in this city. I was crying on the street, and police came to me and fined me. They gave me a fine, you know. So they took my data, my details. I was crying. So keep in mind, I was crying, you know. And police told me stop crying. So they gave me a fine. Have to give them all these details from here, from this identity act, because as I mentioned, I don't have this. I don't have the certificate from the hospital. I only have this from the state. So I have to give them the details from this identity act, and the police wrote me a fine, which was paid. I don't have any fines unpaid. I got an email at some point telling me, "Oh, you didn't pay this fine," you know. And I called them. And I told them, "Dude, I paid the fine." "Oh, you don't have proof?" "Yes, I do. It's right here." They're, "Oh, we're sorry, but you had to let us know that you have proof of paying that fine," you know. And yeah, like that official from the Galatz County was retarded. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah. Uh, I mean, they're looking for ways to steal your money. That's what it is. So as I said, I was on the street in this city, and these two police officers came and asked for my details from this identity act, and they gave me a fine which I had to pay because I was crying on the street and disturbing public quietness. You know, disturbatul liniștii publice, ceva de genul ăsta. It's not like I was listening to uh, music at a disturbing level. I was just crying on the river, on the bank of the Danube, you know, because this city is built on the bank of the and Danube River, and it's like it's not all each flat built on the on the riverside. It's like in a circle area, so to say, you know. Can we look at it from a map? I don't know. Because yeah, so I told you regarding the facility, like where the helicopters go missing, and where the one of the exits is. Like, keep in mind, across this bridge over here in this area, from what I understand, same camouflage with the Faraday cage of considerable dimensions, but not as big, I'm sure, as the Faraday cage from Paraul Rece area. Okay, because this area over here from Paraul Rece, where, come on, over here, this is like forest. You know, you got a jungle over here. Like not a tropical jungle, don't get me wrong, because this is Romania. We got fir trees like coniferous. Um, but I've never seen too many tourists. I've never stayed here to sleep, in this locality. Who knows? Maybe it's this road, but I don't think it's. But this road like leads more uphill from what I see. It might be this gravel road that leads to the camouflaged entrance with the Faraday cage, that like with a few huge Faraday cage. So from what I understand, you saw X-Men, right? Uh, like when the ground moves and this plane comes out of the ground and stuff like that. From what I understand, it's something similar for this helicopter facility. That I don't know if the helicopters are stolen, like in or they go missing, as in the Bermuda Triangle. But something's fishy is going on, because there's underground facility over here expanding all the way through here, like come on, zoom out all the way through here. Okay, but as I said, I don't think it's this length. I think the car tunnel goes underneath. I don't think the underground facility goes from here to here, because this is like a huge area. But I've seen enough trucks transporting dirt to form an opinion that it is possible that an underground tunnel from here to here uh, was built, probably to avoid those traffic cameras that tell the police whether the vehicle was stolen or not. Okay, and I also mentioned the underground facility going in this area, being expanding in this area with the underground explosions. I heard in these directions and not in the direction of the military unit over here, like the training grounds. Because the military has a training ground over here where they test military equipment. So the explosions didn't come from this direction, came from different directions in this way. Okay, so this that was it. I mentioned the certificate part, which the AI denies. This is curious. Why does the AI? Because it's told to, we had people, but yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna. This is a different topic for a different video. Ok? So now in Romanian. Deci, pentru facilitatea subterană, uh, ce v-am spune că se urcă dinspre Râșnov, spre Pârâul Rece, da. Puteți să le spuneți că am lălăit-o puțin în engleză, am dat multe detalii. Tu ca și român probabil ar trebui să știi niște engleză, așa. Deci cum urci dinspre Râșnov spre Pârâul Rece, se face la un moment dat un drum spre dreapta, care duce la o intrare camuflată cu o cușcă Faraday de dimensiuni considerabile. Gen, dacă îți amintești de X-Men, când se dă pământul la o parte și iese avionul ăsta din pământ, este ceva similar, cum dispar elicopterele și se întreabă armata unde mi-a dispărut elicopterul, de ce mi-a dispărut elicopterul de pe radar. Da, de aici am văzut, în fine, nu de aici, adică eu am avut vacanțe de vară unde părinții mă trimiteau la bunici în Poiana Câmpina, care este lângă orașul Câmpina. Da, casa bunicilor este lângă podul Rache, în fine, era acum verișorii mei dezbat moștenirea, că unchiul meu a decedat din păcate acum câțiva ani. Și culmea a decedat după vaccinul de COVID, s-a vaccinat cu Johnson & Johnson. Da. În fine, nu că fac reclamă vreunuia și îl vorbesc de rău pe altul, eu nu sunt vaccinat de COVID și nu intenționez să mă vaccinez. Deci, peste podul Rache, ăsta e DNU, ăsta e drumul național numărul 1. Urci pe strada Victor Babeș, wow, așa se numește, nici nu știam că se numește așa. Așa. Și aici este un deal, dacă aici este Prahova, ăsta este râul Prahova, da? Și Poiana Câmpina este mai în vale, cum ar veni pe Valea Prahovei, cât de cât. Și de pe DNE se urcă niște scări, nu știu de ce au numit aici chestia asta stradă, că dacă dai zoom in scrie tot strada Dr. Victor Babeș, și aici este un șir de scări pe care un pieton îl poate urca pentru a ajunge în oraș. Da, și tunelul acela de mașini furate iese undeva pe aici, prin zona asta, tot așa camuflat de o cușcă Faraday, dar îți dai seama că este mai mică. Nu cred că dispare elicoptere prin zonă, fiindcă este o populație destul de mare prin zonă și cred că ar constata oamenii și ar începe să-și pună întrebări legate de care statul paralel nu vrea să răspundă. Da, deci elicopterele dispar la Părul Rece, cum urci, repet, dinspre Râșnov, cum urci, este un drumuleț care se face spre dreapta. Cum urci, ai trecut de serpentine, trebuie să înceapă Părul Rece și este un drumuleț care se face pe dreapta. Nu știu dacă e ăsta, care duce în partea asta, că văd că este un drum de pământ sau este un altul. Strada asta se numește unde? Mai devreme a arătat strada Regatului, acum nu mai arată numele străzii. Sau pe aici, deși habar nu am pe unde, prin ce zonă este acea intrare, doar, deci undeva prin zona asta, din ce înțeleg, este cușca aceea afară de imensă când deci se dau brazii la o parte și îți înghite elicopterul. Cine știe ce ți iese de aici, sau poate doar aterizează elicoptere din alea din armata Turciei care impersonează armata română pe teritoriul României. Da, la Părul Rece, pentru cei ce nu știu, pe vremea comuniștilor era o stațiune de schi pentru studenți, abandonată ca și la Bunloc, în Brașov, unde nu mai funcționează telescaunul. Așa, dacă te interesează, pe aici, cum am urcat, cum se urcă, am zis că pe aici sunt niște scări pentru pedeștri. Aici, când am vrut să-mi scot certificatul de ființă vie născută vie, fiindcă nu eram mulțumit de cum, după cum am zis și în partea în engleză, când locuiam în Galați, la un moment dat plângeam pe malul Dunării și a venit poliția și mi-a dat amendă că plângeam și pentru perturbarea liniștii publice și mi-a dat amendă. Și după aia am vrut să-mi scot certificat de ființă vie născută vie. Unde puii mei este ăla? Că l-am arătat. Images. Acum mi-ascunde. N-am văzut așa ceva niciodată. Am văzut niște acții pilde de genul ăsta lipite pe spatele buletinelor. Așa, după asta mă uitam. Deci ceva de genul ăsta îți lipește pe spatele buletinului. În fine, plângeam în Galați pe malul Dunării și a venit poliția și mi-a dat amendă, că plângeam acolo, mi-a dat amendă pentru perturbarea liniștii publice. Nasol. Da, și de atunci chestia aia m-a determinat să vreau, după aia am auzit de chestia asta și mi-a zis, dacă faci poliția chestii de astea și îmi scot și eu din asta și nu mai am nevoie, pot să plâng liniștit, cum ar veni. Și am fost în Câmpina, unde m-am născut, fiindcă în Galați, mi-au zis cei din Galați că nu vor să-mi elibereze certificatul, fiindcă nu sunt născut în Galați și probabil certificatul meu de ființă vie născută vie se află în Câmpina. Și am fost în Câmpina, pe undeva pe aici, nu știu dacă e casa asta sau casa asta, ar trebui să fie marcate tot așa pe Google Maps. Deci primăria e aici erau, cum să spun, și undeva aici tot așa este un birou care are treabă cu primăria. Și când am fost să-mi scot certificatul ăsta, mi-a zis o femeie de acolo, nu vreau să ți-l dau. Așa mi-a spus, nu vreau să ți-l dau, așa mi-a răspuns. Și n-am apucat să vorbesc cu domn primar, îți dai seama că într-un oraș așa mare, domn primar cred că are treabă, nu are timp să stea de vorbă cu mine la 10 dimineața când mă duc eu după să-mi scot certificatul de ființă vie. Da, n-am mai menționat partea asta în faza am menționat doar că există așa ceva, n-am menționat că voiam să mi-l scot, de unde și că nu au vrut să mi-l dea. Da, și tot nu mi l-am scos, nu știu dacă o să mi-l mai scot. Da. Și cam asta, chestia asta, pentru cei ce nu știu, certificatul ăsta de ființă vie născută vie se eliberează, nu acțipildul ăsta, acțipildul ăsta, după cum am zis, ți lipește pe spatele buletinului, după ce scoți actul respectiv, că este un act constatator la spital, care îl face maternitatea unde te naști, care constată faptul că tu te-ai născut viu, ești în regulă, ești sănătos, cum ar veni și că nu a născut mama ta un fetus mort, că cum se întâmplă din păcate uneori. Uite, aici, deci ăsta, vezi CNP, beneficiar al persoanei CNP, chestia asta ți-o lipea, îți lipea de chestii de genul ăsta pe spatele buletinului. Nu putem să avem o poză mai clară? Na, poate să vadă, sper să nu am webcam picture-ul peste el. Chestia asta se lipea pe spatele buletinului. Și în fine au fost unii care și l-au scos, apărea și pe YouTube unul la un moment dat care și-a scos chestia asta și după aia tot a venit jandarmeria după el, nu mai știu, parcă îl chema unul din Galați, zicea Burebista, nu mai știu cum. Și tot așa, încerca să-ți arate o chestie alta și s-a trezit cu ăștia că nu ai voie să mai arăți oamenilor chestii de genul ăsta și tot așa. Am înțeles la un moment dat că în caz că ți refuzai eliberarea certificatului ăsta, te puteai duce la ei, la primărie, gen să ți-l scoți împreună cu garda de corp de la Mame pentru Mame. Doar că nu am făcut chestia asta, nu m-am dus, nu știu ce s-a întâmplat, adică am văzut asta, scria undeva pe un forum sfatul ăsta, dacă vrei să insisti să ți-l scoți, eu nu am mai insistat să mi-l scot, am rămas așa. Ideea este că tu dacă îți scoți chestia asta și îți lipește stickerul îți lipește acțipildul ăsta pe spatele buletinului, tu devii relativ ca un țigan, nu neapărat ca un țigan, ca un... Aia că și țigani, de-aia zic că este vorba aia în română, că țiganii nu sunt oameni, da? Gypsies are not human. Pentru că odată ce îți lipește acțipildul ăsta pe spatele buletinului, nu mai ești tratat ca un cetățean al României, poliția nu prea se mai bagă, ambulanța nu mai beneficiezi de sistemul medical ca un cetățean român. Fiindcă tu când te naști prin apă, fiindcă se rupe apa, știi, the water breaks, asta e expresia când se naște un copil. Și în română cred că se numește se rupe apa la nașterea unui copil, chiar înainte de naștere, înainte să o duc pe mama ta la maternitate. Și te naști prin apă și tu cum ar veni, este lege că ce se naște prin apă în România este bun maritim românesc. Deci tu ești, cum ar veni, proprietatea lui România SRL. În fine, m-am îndepărtat de la subiect. Era vorba despre intrările subterane unde dispare elicopterul și unde iese tunelul de mașini furate. Da, după cum am zis, nu știu dacă mi se pare tras de păr să se extindă facilitatea de aici până aici, dar un tunel la câte camioane când am copilărit, în fine, nu am copilărit gen toată copilăria, dar cum spuneam, în vacanțele de vară mă mai trimiteau părinții la bunici, mai veneam și iarna, uneori în vizită și vedeam multe camioane cu pământ trecând pe DN1, în fine, și DN1 oricum este foarte circulat sau era cel puțin circulat de camioane, acum poate aleg rute alternative, poate pentru a evita camerele de rovinietă care ar trebui să detecteze mașini furate, da, și poate de asta iese tunelul de mașini furate prin zona asta ca să evite potențiale camere de rovinietă amplasate pe DN1, da? Deci asta e. Elicopterele dispar aici, mașinile apar aici. Nu știu cum sunt conectate în afară de tunel. La altceva nu mă duce capul acum. Asta e toată informația pe care o am pentru moment. Sper că n-am ratat nimic. În fine, probabil am ratat în engleză, spun niște chestii. Rămâi binecuvântat, rămâi vigilent. Aleluia.